Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 6 of my favorite 31 debut albums of all time, the top debuts. We've got 31 days here in the month of October in 2024. We're counting down all the way to number 1, which will be revealed. My favorite debut album of all time, which will be revealed on the 31st. My favorite, the best, what I feel is like the most impactful debut album of all time. Soon to come. In just a few days. We're almost there, right? After today, we got 5 more. That's it. Today's debut, a classic released January 13th, 1969. Recorded at Olympic Studios in London, England. Produced by Jimmy Page for Atlantic Records. You knew it was coming at some point here in the upper echelon. That's right. Led Zeppelin. Self-titled or Led Zeppelin 1, whatever you want to call it, right? Yeah, kind of the one that started lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Heavy rock. You know, you could argue that's Cream and the MC5 and Iron Butterfly, Blue Cheer, right? The Jeff Beck group, right? But kind of with Led Zeppelin 1 is when all sorts of stuff started happening. Robert Plant, lead vocals and harmonica. Jimmy Page, all sorts of guitars, backing vocals. John Paul Jones, bass, Hammond organ, electric piano, backing vocals, and John Bonham, all sorts of drums, percussion, and backing vocals as well. So, what do we got on this legendary album? Of course, it opens up with Good Times, Bad Times. Right? Yeah. Catchy, rockin'. Some really cool guitar tones on this album. I believe Jimmy was using mainly Telecasters at this point in time. Yeah, Good Times, Bad Times. Great chorus on that, too. Great guitar solo. Love the guitar solo on that. Of course, you know, Jimmy just coming out of the Yardbirds, utilizing a lot of things he learned in that short time with the band, but this was his vision. If he would have stayed with the Yardbirds, obviously, you know, he originally thought, well, we'll just keep the Yardbirds going and I'll kind of keep the name, but no, gotta kind of change it up, bring some new blood in. Led Zeppelin was born. Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You. Tender track, kind of, you know, weird when you look at the track sequencing on this album. I almost wonder if "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You" should have been kind of pushed a little further onto the album as opposed to the second song, right? It's a great song, tender song. It's got a majestic feel to it. Great vocal from Plant. That leads into "You Shook Me," of course, the Willie Dixon track. Everybody was doing "You Shook Me" around this time, taking old blues standards, turning them into something else, right? And then, of course, Dazed and Confused. The doomy, dark, heavy Dazed and Confused finishes off side 1, of course, with that great riff, that descending bass, just awesome. Dazed and Confused, so great. Of course, live it would take on all sorts of gigantic proportions. Over on side 2, kicking it off with Your Time Is Gonna Come, big and bright and soaring, right? Then, of course, Black Mountainside follows that. A little Jimmy Page ditty, love it. Communication Breakdown, proto metal right there, right? That riff to kick it all off. Yeah. To me, I think Communication Breakdown should have been on side 1. See, for me, I would have swapped "Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You" with Communication Breakdown. Just maybe Communication Breakdown should be something that kicks off an album or is pretty close to the start of it for me. I Can't Quit You, Baby. Oh, I can't quit you, babe. Yeah, that Plant vocal to kick it all off. Then Jimmy comes in. Yeah, great. Another Willie Dixon song. Great rendition of it. And then, of course, How Many More Times, which for me is like the hidden gem on this album. It's saved all the way for last. It's kind of interesting how, like, on their first few albums, that last song. So like here, you got How Many More Times, right? You got that great ending, closing track on the second album, you know, and then Led Zeppelin 4 does it as well. Just awesome way to end an album. How Many More Times is just so good. So let's take a look at charts. Oh, geez, this is a long list here. Australia, number 1. Canada, number 11. Danish charts, number 8. Finnish charts, number 3. German charts, number 11. Norway, number 14. Spain, number 1. UK, number 6. US Billboard Top 200 made it to number 10. With the reissue, which I believe this is the one that I have in my hand here, 2014. Is this one? I don't know, whatever it might be. Australia 16, Austria number 18, the Ultra Top Flanders charts in Belgium 26, the Ultra Top Wallonia charts in Belgium 27, Danish charts number 9, Dutch charts number 7, Finland 3, France 8, Italy 20, Hungary 6, New Zealand 5, Portugal 9, Spain 20, Swiss charts 11, Swedish charts 25, UK 6, and US Billboard number 7. That was with the reissue in 2014. That's got to be this one, the Jimmy Page remaster, right? It's got to be this one. I can't believe it's 10 years ago already. Jeez. All right, certifications. We got Argentina, gold, 30,000 units. Australia, double platinum, 140,000. Canada, diamond, 1 million copies sold. France, gold, 100,000 copies sold. Italy, platinum, 50,000 units sold. Japan, gold, 100,000. Spain, platinum, 100,000. Switzerland, gold, 25,000. UK, double platinum, 600,000 units sold. And here in the States, 8 times platinum, 8 million copies sold. Yeah, Led Zeppelin were big sellers, boys and girls. Let me tell you, it's yeah. And the singles, "Good Times, Bad Times" with Communication Breakdown on the B side was released as a single March 10th, 1969. So yeah, there you have it. My pick for today, pick number 6, is Led Zeppelin 1. Otherwise known as Led Zeppelin. Let us know what you think of this down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today. Pick number 6. Tomorrow, number 5, as we count down the top 5 here. Stay tuned for that. We got lots more coming up on the channel, right? So tune in tonight. We've got the review crew. Got Jamie Laszlo, of course, leading the charge there. I'm actually on this episode of the review crew, so come check it out, see what I've got to offer, along with Rick Labonte and Roy Avon. Of course, Roy from the Prog Report. He's joining us also for this episode, so we've all got some cool stuff to talk about. Tune in tonight for that. Tomorrow we got ranking the albums of the Yardbirds. Grant Arthur and myself will be ranking the seminal British band from the 60s. That's coming up tomorrow, as well as the next episode in our What Is It series, where we pick bands and styles of music and try to figure out what the hell it's all about. Well, tomorrow's episode is all about the Alan Parsons Project. So a very eclectic, cool band that, or project, kind of a band, yeah, it's kind of a band, who have a slew of really cool albums that kind of cross the line between all sorts of different genres. So Brendan Snyder, Scott Lade, Grant Arthur, and myself could try and figure it all out, what exactly is the essence of Alan Parsons Project. That's coming up tomorrow, so stay tuned for all that and more. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Of course, Hudson Valley Squares on Monday night. We got a cool album war happening where we're going to take a look at a handful of Doom classics that are all debuts, and we'll pick a winner. So that's coming up on Monday. So till then, I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.